So I'm getting ready to go play some ball. You probably realize that I didn't really film in here because it's kind of louder than I anticipated. So there's not much room to really vlog in here because getting rid of all this background noise would probably be really difficult. Yay! I finally get to talk to you guys again. I was super loud in the coffee shop. I enjoyed it because it gets me out of the house, so I'm not complaining, but I sat in the area that was, so I've been here once before, but it was to get dinner. And I've sat in the area that the young lady says more of the party vibe, and I think they must have different speakers in that area, and I didn't pay attention, or I wasn't aware that the music in that section is jamming out. Like the entire time it's at a pretty high volume. And then the other section, right when you walk in, is a little bit of the quiet section. And I did not sit there because it was really busy when I arrived there. And I chose not to sit over there because there was no outlets at the one table that was available, and I kind of needed an outlet for juice. But besides the point, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend Cafe Time if you're ever around the Gardena area. It's a sweet little spot. Nothing special, it's just cool cafe vibe with the ability to get coffee and drinks, dinner and wings. And at the same time, you get to have the social aspect if you want to have interaction in part of the cafe. So it's awesome. So feel free to check it out if you're ever in the Gardena area. I don't know if you ever will be, but I would definitely recommend it for getting some work done and being in the coffee shop. But I'm gonna go play some ball. So I got done balling. I'm probably all sweaty and nasty. It was fun though. I enjoyed playing basketball, so that's always a plus. I always have a good time doing it. Nothing like running around and shooting hoops. It's relaxing and entertaining, and it allows me to just unwind without worrying about life or anything like that. So I do enjoy that. It's a Clean Lady Thursday. The clean lady shows up. When you watch this, it'll be Friday, but you know, for me, I'm out and about, edit this tonight, all that good stuff. So man, this is getting expensive. I think I'm up to $12 in the jar. For those of you that want to know, for the donation jar, it's at 12 bucks. It's adding up quickly because I use that word at least twice a day, if not 3 times a day. So I'm still struggling with it very much. So there's another one. I might as well just dump a 20 in a week, and then we call it goods. But besides the point, it's Clean Lady Thursday. The lady's cleaning. Man, that sun is bright, as you can see. I just got done playing ball, and I need to figure out what to do. I want to go on a hike, but the difficulty is, like I said, I have not purchased a flashlight, and it gets dark out. Option number 2 is going to the ocean and just walking around, checking it out, scoping it out. So I haven't done a message in a while. I'm going to do one today. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet because I've been practicing and trying to get better about that and getting my point across quickly. Here's what I got to tell you guys. In life, you will hurt people that you truly care about and love for reasons that I would say comes down to being stubborn, not willing to forgive, resentment, anger, things that fall into those categories. A lot of times as humans, we don't say the things we really want to say to the other individual person, whether it's a friendship, a spouse, your wife, whatever it might be, a co-worker, it doesn't matter. The root here that I'm trying to say is that people are going to judge me for the things that I have done. And I'm not going to say I haven't made a lot of mistakes. I made tons of mistakes. And the most recent event would have to be my marriage. I made mistakes in my marriage that I wish I can correct, but I can't. What happened happened, and it's done, and there's nothing to change. In a marriage, 2 parties make mistakes and things occur, which causes friction, chaos, interference, whatever you want to call it, causes problems. But if my spouse ever watches this one day, my feelings for her and what I did to grow and change are not two things that are related. And I know that there's probably things that could have been handled differently, but we don't live in a what if world. What's happened has happened, and it doesn't mean that I don't cherish that person or I don't think they're amazing, beautiful, and that I don't love them. It just means that however I handled the situation and the only way I knew how to deal with it as a human was not how someone else might have done it. And it doesn't mean that it's a right or wrong answer. It just means that this is how that individual dealt with it. And I feel like maybe if as humans we would learn to speak our mind in the moment, even with knowing that you might get rejected or hurt or told things that you don't want to hear, which is hurtful, maybe you could get your point across and it show or somehow allow someone to see how you truly feel about them. But when you're in that situation and you're not in your full senses and you're not fully taking into account every perspective and everything they're telling you and every line of communication because you're broken, sad, depressed, whatever it might be, it's difficult to tell someone to do that. And I just want you guys to understand that you're going to make mistakes and people are going to judge you for those mistakes and people will say things about you for whatever choices you've made. But no one has walked in your shoes and no one sees you when you're down and when you're falling apart, because if you're like me, you don't show that side of you. You keep that side in, you hold it in, and sooner or later you fall, you crumble, you crash. But you've become really well at hiding that aspect of your life, and I don't recommend it to anyone. But everyone will see you from that outside looking in and see the smiles, the pictures, the enjoyment, whatever they are looking at. But all of that is a matter of perspective because nobody knows what you feel in here. So learn to not let those words and those comments and those things people say about you completely break you down. I know it's going to be hurtful and I know it's going to be painful and I know it's going to hurt because you care about those other individuals. It's not like you just don't care about them. You don't just turn off your feelings like a on-off switch, and if you do, there's something wrong. So my feelings didn't get turned off. I didn't hit the switch and everything disappeared. I still feel and I still hurt, and then there's individuals that I truly care about and love, and maybe I didn't express it the way I needed to, but no one understands what I was going through. So don't let other people judge you and completely shatter you and break you apart without you voicing how you felt or what your feelings were like, because it is a difficult situation to be in, and everybody's feelings and how everybody handles the emotional stress is different. So don't let someone tell you that it's right or wrong. There's always a way to have a conversation and diagnose that maybe there was things that could have occurred and could have been handled differently, hindsight 2020, but not everything goes perfectly in this world. So remember that. If you made it this far, hit the thumbs up, duh. Why would I want you guys to hit the thumbs up? And as always, make sure to be loving, caring, compassionate. You don't know what the other people are going through. You have not walked in their shoes, if you know what I mean. So until you do that, don't pass judgment. Don't speak about them, because you're as imperfect as they are. So learn to spread positive vibes and give good energy back to the world and be the change you wish to see in the world.